Are you searching for the best heist film to watch? There are many heist films that are created over the decade in numerous forms and styles. Here we have listed a wide range of heist movies from all over the world. Heist is probably the most popular subgenre of crime movies. Let's run through the top picks for the best heist movies of all time. Number 1. Inception 2010. First of all, look at the 2010 science fiction film Inception. This is one of Nolan's best and most original heist films ever. Because of its outstanding story, a decade after its release, the film still survives. This movie is written and directed by Christopher Nolan. The main purpose of the movie is not to steal money, gold, or anything tangible, but to instill memories in the victim's subconscious. The story of the movie revolves around a thief named Dom Cobb. Dom has the rare ability to penetrate people's dreams and steal their secrets from their subconscious. His skills have made him popular in the world of corporate espionage, but he has also paid the price for everything he likes. When he's offered a task that seems impossible, Cobb gets a chance to be released, as if to instill an idea in one's mind. If he succeeds, it will be a perfect crime, but one of these most dangerous enemies predicts Cobb's every move. Number 2. Widows 2018. Another best heist thriller film is Widows, released in 2018 and directed by Steve McQueen. This film is based on the 1983 British television series of the same name. The story revolves around 4 Chicago women. The husbands of these women die in a fraud. Then they decide to steal from themselves to get back the money stolen by her husband. Along with a stellar acting, this theft is memorable for an unexpected twist which leads to a satisfying ending. The movie has earned $76 million over the world on a budget of $42 million, as well as got numerous award nominations. Number 3. National Treasure 2004. If you're looking for a heist movie that will take you on a ride, then National Treasure is one of the most amazing movies that you're looking for. This action-packed thriller film is directed by John Turteltaub and released by Walt Disney Pictures. In this film, Ben Gates is a treasure hunter who wants to get his hands on the Declaration of Independence, which hints at a great treasure. The plot takes a turn for the worse when Ben's partner decides to steal the Declaration of Independence for the next clue. Ben rejects Ian's plan and then they become enemies. Ben informs the FBI about possible theft, but they refuse to believe him. Ben decides to steal the Declaration of Independence to protect Ian. When Ben steals the documents, he meets Abigail Chase, the archive's curator. The rest of the story is about how Ben, his partner Riley, and Abigail Ian decrypt the clues and save the National Treasury. Number 4. Heat 1995. Heat is one of the best heist films you will ever see. The story is just like a cat and mouse game. The film title accurately and concisely describes its intensity and suspense. This crime drama film, written and directed by Michael Mann, the story of this film follows a group of commercial bank robbers who are all on the verge of losing. With powerhouse performances by Robert De Niro, Val Kilmer, and Al Pacino, the film runs on classic cops and robbers. At the same time, exceeds all expectations in a modern tone. With the likes of People and commercial success, the movie has grossed $187 million on a budget of $60 million over the world. Number 5. The Ocean series, 2001, 2004, 7, and 2018. Well, if you're looking for the best robbery movies, you can't find a long list of heist movies without Steven Soderbergh's well-known franchise. One of the films produced and directed by Steven Soderbergh is Oceans. The Oceans film series is a collection of American heist films, and these are the perfect blend of comedy, action, and a little suspense as well. The original 3 films were written by Ted Griffin, George Nolfi, Brian Koppelman, and David Levine for each of the respective films. Released between 2001 and 2007, the trilogy is often cited as a definition of its genre. The Ocean's 11 series is based on a 1960s Rat Pack film and has received a warm welcome and a huge commercial success. It has also grossed a combined $1.17 billion worldwide, and the film stars George Clooney as Danny Ocean, Matt Damon as Linus Caldwell, and Brad Pitt as Rusty Ryan. There are also great supporting cast members in the film. The first sequel, Ocean's 12, was released in 2004, then Ocean's 13 released in 2007, and Ocean's 8 released in June 8, 2018. Number 6. Bonnie and Clyde 1967. Bonnie and Clyde is a 1967's biographical crime film which is directed by Arthur Penn and produced by Warren Beatty. This is a standout movie of American cinema. The story of this film follows the real-life story of the criminal couple Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow. The couple would have led a gang of bank robbers and robbers during the Great Depression. Their crime rate is increasing from petty theft to bank robbery. Over time, tensions build up between the couple and other members of the gang. The film depicts the violence and the shootings that mark the beginning of New Hollywood. The film manages to evoke a sense of naturalness that capitalizes on the real, dangerous nature of the crime. Number 7. No Sudden Move 2021. No Sudden Move is one of the best heist films ever of 2021. This period crime thriller film is directed by Steven Soderbergh. The story is written by Ed Solomon and produced by Casey Silver. 1944 in Detroit, short-term criminals were hired to steal documents. When their theft is extremely wrong, they have to work together to find out who hired them and for what purpose, as well as what is really going on. This is where the whole movie runs. With the direction of Soderbergh and the performance of the cast, this movie got positive responses and reviews from the critics. This American iconic movie features a great cast including Don Cheadle, Benicio del Toro, David Harbour, John Hamm, Amy Seimetz, Brendan Fraser, and Kieran Culkin. Number 8. American Animals 2018. Let's come to 2018's docudrama film American Animals. This movie is written and directed by Bart Layton, which included a great cast with Evan Peters, Barry Keoghan, Blake Jenner, Jared Abrahamson, and Ann Dowd. The story is based on an unbelievable true story of a real heist that took place in 2004 at the University of Transylvania in Lexington, Kentucky, that revolves around 4 men. These 4 brilliant and prosperous college students plot to steal some rare books from the library. The film includes interviews with 4 people who try to steal something strange. The American Animals film is full of thrill and suspense, but also provides humor in a way that is closer to reality than most films. Number 9. Baby Driver 2017. Baby Driver is another best heist movie of all time. This film is written and directed by Edgar Wright. It stars Ansel Elgort, Baby, as a getaway driver who is also a music-loving orphan. In the film, he, along with his girlfriend Deborah, Lily James, seeks freedom from a life of crime. The director of the film combines a fascinating car chase scene, standout cast, and fun banging scenes that make it a uniquely humorous and entertaining watch. With the likes of people and nominated for numerous awards, Baby Driver grossed over $226 million on a budget of $34 million. Number 10. Logan Lucky 2017. Full of fantastic characters and humorous dialogue scenes, Steven Soderbergh's Logan Lucky is one of the best heist films of all time. This heist comedy is based on a screenplay credited to Rebecca Blunt. It consists of great artists like Channing Tatum, Adam Driver, Riley Keough, Daniel Craig, Seth MacFarlane, Katie Holmes, Hilary Swank, Catherine Waterston, and Sebastian Stan. The film's story revolves around a Logan family and their attempts to rob a Charlotte Motor Speedway. Jimmy Logan of the West Virginia family, along with his armed brother Clyde and sister Melly, come together to steal money from the Charlotte Motor Speedway in North Carolina. Jimmy hires a demolition expert, Joe Bang, to help them penetrate the track's underground system. Complications arise when a few mixed-up crew is forced to heist during a popular NASCAR race. They also try to avoid the relentless FBI agent. 11. The Town 2010. The Town is a 2010's American crime thriller film that is co-written and directed by Ben Affleck. Based on Chuck Hogan's 2004 novel Prince of Thieves, the film stars Rebecca Hall, John Hamm, Jeremy Renner, Blake Lively, Titus Welliver, Pete Postlethwaite, Chris Cooper, and Slane. The film premiered on September 8, 2010 at the Venice Film Festival. The story of this film follows a group of Boston bank robbers who set out to plunder Fenway Park to get the final points. A group of 4 lifelong friends become a skilled gang of thieves. This skilled gang of thieves robs the bank and keeps Claire, the assistant manager, hostage. When one of the crew members fall in love with Claire, things get complicated. Due to the direction, screenplay, editing, and performance of the cast, the film received great compliments from critics and also grossed $154 million over the world on a budget of only $37 million. Number 12. A Fish Called Wanda, 1988. A Fish Called Wanda is one of the few comedy movies that has been entertaining for decades. This is a hilarious heist comedy film and is directed by Charles Crichton and written by John Cleese and Crichton as well. The screenplay of this film follows four funny characters who come together to loot, but the real comedy begins when the gang leader double-crosses each other to find the hidden diamonds. British gangster George Thompson and his unlucky assistant Ken Pyle draft a pair of proud Americans Wanda Gershwitz and weapons expert Otto West for a huge diamond robbery. When the job goes bad, Wanda tries to trick George's troubled lawyer, Archie Leach, to find out where George hid the diamonds. Meanwhile, Ken repeatedly tries to kill the elder woman who witnessed the robbery. Number 13. Hell or High Water, 2016. 2016's Hell or High Water is one of the best heist and neo-western crime films, which is directed by David Mackenzie. The story of this movie is written by Taylor Sheridan, and the film follows two brothers named Chris Pine and Ben Foster, who carry out a series of bank robberies to save their families. Meanwhile, two Texas Rangers, Jeff Bridges and Gil Birmingham, chase after these thieves to anticipate their next move. This movie is premiered on May 16, 2016 at the 2016 Cannes Film Festival's Un Certain Regard section. With the great performance of the cast, this film was praised by critics as well as audiences. This movie grossed over $37 million on a budget of $12 million. Number 14. Bottle Rocket, 1996. If you want to enjoy Wes Anderson and his work, Bottle Rocket is a perfect watch for both its story and its seeds of directing style. The Bottle Rocket movie, directed by Wes Anderson, is one of the best comedy, crime, and heist films in 1996. While the film may not be at the top of Anderson's list of best films, it's a great way to see the beginnings of his genre. This film is based on Anderson's 1994 short film of the same name. The script of the film revolves around a group of friends, and a group of friends plans a simple robbery and escape. However, their forthcoming escape was far beyond anyone's expectations. Number 15. Jackie Brown, 1997. Jackie Brown is one of those movies that when you first see it, you'll wonder why you haven't paid attention to it in so many years. The film has been rated as one of the best Tarantino movies. The story of the film is written and directed by Quentin Tarantino. When flight attendant Jackie Brown is found to be smuggling money for her arms dealer boss, she needs to help bring down Ordell Robbie, Agent Ray Nicolette, and Detective Mark Dargus. Robbie is imprisoned for her peace and for her co-worker's death. In the meantime, Brown decided to double-cross both sides and make money from smuggling. Meanwhile, Jackie enlists the help of bondsman Max Cherry, who is in love with her. Number 16. Inside Man, 2006. The American heist thriller film Inside Man is directed by Spike Lee. This film comes with a thriller as well as a suspense to pour extra drama into the track. The story revolves around a bank robber, a police detective, and a high-powered broker. It took Russell Geverts 5 years to write this thriller. It took Russell Geverts 5 years to write this thrilling story. In the film, a tough detective is matched with a cunning bank robber. As a stressful hostage crisis unfolds in such a volatile situation, a woman named Madeline arrives. She's a mysterious power broker with a hidden agenda. She threatens to push the stressful situation beyond the breaking point. Due to the outstanding performances of the cast and direction of Spike Lee, the film received positive reviews and compliments from critics. This movie earned $184 million over the world on a production budget of $45 million. Number 17. The Bank Job, 2008. 2008's The Bank Job is a great heist thriller film directed by Roger Donaldson and written by Dick Clement and Ian LaFrenice. The story of this film is based on the 1971 Baker Street robbery in central London, from which stolen money and valuables were never recovered. The film premiered on February 18, 2008 in London. It received a lot of positive responses and reviews from critics. With a budget of $20 million, the film earned $66 million all over the world. The story is about Terry Leather, who is a financially struggling car dealer. He lives in London with his wife and children, he meets his ex-girlfriend Martine, and then he gets into big crime. She offers him a lucrative bank robbery plan. The bank alarm is off for 2 weeks, so she plans to go to the vault. Terry then assembles a team of misfits and begins the operation. In the meantime, he finds that other agendas are playing out with him, and there are powerful players who are designed on the contents of the vault. Number 18. Point Break 1991. Point Break is one of the classic heist movies with a perfect combination of memorable robber scenes, secrets, and high energy. The direction of this film is made by Kathryn Bigelow, and the story is written by W. Peter Liff. Kathryn Bigelow has created this FBI story with famous actors including Keanu Reeves, Patrick Swayze, Gary Busey, who are secret agents to investigate a group of bank robbers. In Los Angeles, California, a bank robbery gang calls itself a former president. Former presidents Reagan, Carter, Nixon, and Johnson commit their crimes in disguise. This is not a normal group of robbers, they're surfers led by charismatic Bodie. Johnny Utah, a young agent, is secretly sent to the beach to mingle with surfers and collect information. The Utah surfer then meets Bodie and is fascinated by his new friend's lifestyle. After that, his sense of duty was completed.